Todd Blanche has won over Republican holdouts on his Attorney General confirmation after giving assurances on a Trump IRS deal. Senators John Cornyn of Texas and Tom Tillis of North Carolina had threatened to block Blanche's nomination unless the Justice Department formally abandoned parts of a settlement with President Trump over his lawsuit against the IRS. That settlement, reached earlier this year, included a planned $1.8 billion fund to pay people who claimed they were unfairly persecuted by the government, and sweeping immunity from IRS scrutiny for Trump, his family, and their businesses. On Sunday night, Blanche, who is currently serving as acting Attorney General, posted 2 documents on social media. One was a signed memo formally rescinding the order that created the so-called Anti-Weaponization Fund. The other was an unsigned statement clarifying the terms of the IRS protections, narrowing the scope of the immunity granted to Trump. Blanche said the moves came from good faith discussions with the senators. The timing is critical. The Senate Judiciary Committee is scheduled to vote on Blanche's nomination on Tuesday. With all Democrats expected to oppose him, any single Republican on the panel could have stopped his nomination from advancing. Cornyn and Tillis, both committee members, said Monday they were pleased the department had terminated the fund and that the audit protections were now limited in a binding written order. They said this addressed concerns shared by multiple Republican colleagues. Critics, however, question whether the new memo and statement are truly legally binding. Even in its revised form, Blanche's order for the IRS to abandon audits of Trump's previous tax returns is an unprecedented and potentially illegal benefit to a sitting president, worth potentially tens of millions of dollars in lower taxes and avoided penalties. Legal experts argue that such a directive undermines the independence of the tax agency and sets a dangerous precedent. Blanche, a former personal attorney for Trump, has faced scrutiny over his close ties to the president. His confirmation has been contentious, with Democrats raising concerns about his ability to lead the Justice Department independently. The concessions to Cornyn and Tillis reflect the narrow political margins in the committee and the intense pressure on Republican senators to ensure the department does not appear to be weaponized for political purposes. The developments underscore the ongoing tension between the White House and congressional Republicans over the Justice Department's handling of matters involving the president. As the committee vote approaches, all eyes will be on whether any other Republicans raise objections. For now, Blanche's path to confirmation appears clearer. Thanks for listening.